Friends, in this edition we shall discuss regarding certifications FDA, GMP, ISO, ISI, AGMARK, Orgainic, etc. We welcome you to this project of learning export and import trade. Enjoy learning. Thanks. The important certificates in terms of export products accreditation include AGMARK, FPO, Hallmark, ISI, ISO, FSSAI certification and GMP certification. Here we shall discuss DUNS number also. AGMARK registration is available for the following products: hides, skins, goat hair, animal casings, bristles, wool, raw meat, chilled and frozen, hand-picked selected ground nuts, cashew kernels, embody seeds, rape seeds and mustard seeds, taramira seeds, ground nuts, walnuts, vegetable oil cakes, ghee. FPO certification. This is available for the following products: synthetic beverages, syrups and sherbets, vinegar, whether brewed or synthetic, pickles, dehydrated fruits and vegetables, squashes, crushes, cordials, barley water, barreled juice, and ready-to-serve beverages, fruit sector, or any other beverages containing fruit juices or fruit pulp, jams. Hallmark certification. Now the question is, what is hallmarking? Hallmarking is the accurate determination and official recording of the proportionate content of precious metal in gold. Hallmarks are thus official marks used in many countries as a guarantee of purity or fineness of gold ornaments. ISI certification. Documents and information to be submitted along with the application for grant of license under Product Certification Scheme of BIS. Self-evaluation cum verification report as prescribed. Copy of test reports duly authenticated from independent BIS recognized laboratory indicating conformance of the product to relevant Indian standards. ISO certification. What makes ISO 9000 and ISO 14000 so special? The ISO 9000 and ISO 14000 families are among ISO's most widely known standards ever. ISO 9000 has become an international reference for quality requirements in business-to-business dealings, and ISO 14000 looks set to achieve at least as much, if not more, in helping organizations to meet their environmental challenges. The process of management system certification against internationally recognized standards like ISO certification, a well-designed and implemented quality management system based on ISO 9001-2008 provide organizations with the following benefits. ISO certification for industry. ISO gives world-class image to your organization and customers, employees, stockholders, regulators, and competitors. Develop sustainable respect for an organization which demonstrates its proactive commitment to quality management system. Benefits: expanded market access and reduced costs, improved overall performance, has been approved by the authorities all over the world. ISO fosters legal compliance. It allows small and or less developed organizations to implement an externally developed system. Operating costs drop as rework is reduced, efficiencies increase, and penalties due to non-compliance reduce. ISO provides access to or a license to sell the major international markets, effectively controls internal processes, and minimizes the risk of failure. ISO keeps the focus on your essential challenges related to quality management system. Objective-based approach to the management system, better process control, flow and productivity, reduction of cost, reduction of product scrap and rejections, improvement in product reliability, better documentation of the process and greater quality awareness among employees, framework for continual improvement of each process, leadership with customer focus, structure of result-oriented operations, demonstrate the organization's commitment to quality standards to the outside world, and return buyer prefers ISO certificate companies. Different certifications. ISO 9001 is quality management system. ISO 14001 is environment management system. ISO 18001 OHSAS, that is Organizational Health and Safety Management System. ISO 13485 certification, ISO 20000 certification, ISO 27001 certification, ISO TS 16949, CE mark, SA 8000 Social Accountability, RAP certification, 6 Sigma, NABL trademark. We should see the latest series in ISO. Certificates for food industry. ISO 22000 certificate, HACCP, GMP, Halal, Organic certification, AGMARK, BRC, Kosher, FSSC, etc. This is the symbol of SSAI, Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. GMP certification is related to manufacturing of the products. GMP means Good Manufacturing Practices. FDA organization, USA. FDA is an agency within the Department of Health and Human Services. The FDA organization consists of Office of the Commissioner and 4 directorates overseeing the core functions of the agency: medical products and tobacco, foods, global regulatory operations and policy, and operations. Here we have questions and answers regarding GMP. Why is GMP important? Poor quality medicines are not only a health hazard but a waste of money for both governments and individual customers. Poor quality medicines can damage health. A poor quality medicine may contain toxic substances that have been unintentionally added. A medicine that contains little or none of the claimed ingredient will not have the intended therapeutic effect. GMP helps boost pharmaceutical export opportunities. Most countries will only accept import and sale of medicines that have been manufactured to internationally recognized GMP. Governments seeking to promote their country's export of pharmaceuticals can do so by making GMP mandatory for all pharmaceuticals production and by training their inspectors in GMP requirements. What is GMP? Good manufacturing practice is a system for ensuring that products are consistently produced and controlled according to quality standards. It is designed to minimize the risk involved in any pharmaceutical production that cannot be eliminated through testing the final product. The main risks are unexpected contamination of products, causing damage to health or even death, incorrect labels on the containers, which could mean that patients receive the wrong medicine, insufficient or too much active ingredient, resulting in ineffective treatment or adverse effects. GMP covers all aspects of production, from the starting medicine, premises, equipments to the training and personal hygiene of staff. Detailed written procedures are essential for each process that could affect the quality of the finished product. There must be systems to provide the documented proof that correct procedures are consistently followed at each step. In the manufacturing process, every time a product is made, who has established detailed guidelines for good manufacturing practice? WHO means World Health Organization. Many countries have formulated their own requirements for GMP based on WHO GMP. Others have harmonized their requirements. For example, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, in the European Union and through the Pharmaceutical Inspection Convention. Is GMP necessary if there is a quality control laboratory? Yes. Good quality must be built in during the manufacturing process. It cannot be tested into the product afterwards. GMP prevents errors that cannot be eliminated through quality control of the finished product. Without GMP, it is impossible to be sure that every unit of a medicine is of the same quality as the unit of medicine tested in the laboratory. Can manufacturers afford to implement GMP? Yes. Making poor quality products does not save money. In the long run, it is more expensive finding mistakes after they have been made than preventing them in the first place. GMP is designed to ensure that mistakes do not occur. Implementation of GMP is an investment in good quality medicines. This will improve the health of individual patient and community, as well as benefiting pharmaceutical industry and health professionals. Making and distributing poor quality medicines leads to loss of credibility for everyone, both public and private health care and the manufacturer. WHO works to strengthen the GMP. WHO GMP guidelines are available online. If you require more information, please contact the WHO representative in your country, your WHO regional office or headquarters in Geneva. Agricultural produce under AGMARK. What are the salient features of the agricultural produce? Grading and Marking Act 1937. Answer. It is an act to provide for the grading and marking of the agricultural and other produce. Agricultural produce has been defined as to include all produce of agriculture or horticulture and all articles of food or drink, wholly or partially, manufactured from any such produce and fleeces and skins of animals. The Act has provision for making rules to carry out the provisions of the Act. General Grading and Marking Rules 1988 and 105 specific commodity grading and marking rules are notified. The Act can be accessed at the website agmarknet.nic.in by clicking the icon Grades and Standards. What are General Grading and Marking Rules 1988? General Grading and Marking Rules 1988 give detailed procedure of grant of certificate of authorization, setting up of laboratories, action on irregularities, consumer protection measures, etc. These rules are applicable to all the agricultural commodities certified under AGMARK. The rules can be accessed on the website. What are specific commodity grading and marking rules? The specific commodity grading and marking rules provide commodity specific grade standards, packaging requirements, labeling requirements, etc. 105 specific commodity grading and marking rules covering 213 agricultural commodities have been modified. You can see the updates. The specific commodity grading and marking rules can be accessed at the website agmarknet.nic.in by clicking on the icon Grades and Standards. What is the group-wise breakup of commodities for which grade standards are notified under AGMARK? The group-wise breakup of commodities as under food grain and allied products, fruit and vegetables, spices and condiments, edible nuts, oil seeds, vegetable oils and fats, oil cakes, essential oils, fiber crops, livestock, dairy and poultry products, other products. So there are total 213 notifications. From where we can get the names of these 213 commodities. These names of 213 commodities can be obtained from the website. There is a list of commodities for which AGMARK grade standards have been formulated and notified under the Agricultural Produce G&M Act 1937. Who is implementing the provisions of the Act and the rules? Directorate of Marketing and Inspection, an attached office of the Department of Agriculture and Cooperation, Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India is implementing the provisions of the Act and the rules. What is the legal backup for notifying organic agricultural produce grading and marking rules? 2009. This is important. The Organic Agricultural Produce Grading and Marking Rules 2009 have been notified as per the provisions of Section 3 of the Agricultural Produce Grading and Marking Act 1937. These rules provide for organic certification of agricultural commodities included in the schedule appended to the Act. The rule can be accessed at the website and find the window Organic Certification. Which commodities are covered for organic certification under AGMARK? All commodities included in this schedule under the Act are covered for organic certification under the AGMARK. Which standards are prescribed for organic certification under AGMARK? The organic certification under AGMARK shall be carried out as per the standards prescribed in National Program of Organic Production (NPOP) notified by the Director General of Foreign Trade, Ministry of Commerce and Industries, Government of India wide notification, as revised from time to time, and specific commodity grading and marking rules. NPOP and various specific commodity grading and marking rules can be accessed at the website. What is organic agriculture? The National Program for Organic Production defines organic agriculture as a system of farm design and management to create an ecosystem which can achieve sustainable productivity without the use of artificial external inputs such as chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Who is eligible for grant of certificate of authorization for carrying out organic certification under AGMARK? Any accredited inspection and certification agency under the National Program of Organic Production is eligible to apply for seeking certificate of authorizations. At present, there are 24 agencies are accredited under National Program of Organic Production. How can a accredited inspection and certification agency AICA get certificate of authorization for certification of organic agricultural commodities under the AGMARK? Any AICA desirous to get the certification of authorization for organic certification under AGMARK has to comply with the requirements in Rule 3 of the General Grading and Marking Rules 1988, Rule 9 of Organic Agricultural Produce Grading and Marking Rules 2009, and requirements in the specific commodity grading and marking rules. The details can be had from the guidance for grant of CA for organic certifications available on the website. How can a person, grower, group can get their agricultural produce certified as organic under AGMARK? The person can get registered with the certificate of authorization holder as a licensed operator. They may contact the certificate of authorization holder for details of getting registered as a licensed operator. The names and addresses of the CA holders can be accessed on the website by clicking the icon List of certification agencies to whom CA has been granted or G&M of organic agricultural produce under AGMARK. How can a consumer know that a organic product is certified under AGMARK? All agricultural commodities grown and or processed organically and certified under AGMARK have AGMARK India organic insignia printed on the container. Consumers should check the AGMARK India organic insignia, batch number, lot number, date of packing and best before date while making the purchase. Consumer should ensure that container is properly sealed and is not tampered with. AGMARK CA number, name of the commodities, grade, AGMARK India organic. What are the advantages of AGMARK certified organic product to a farmer or processor? Agricultural commodities grown organically and following the system of prescribed by in the National Program of Organic Production are certified under AGMARK by any of the accredited inspection and certification agency granted certificate of authorizations for the grading and marking of organic agricultural produce. A farmer processor get better prices for the commodity since the consumer is assured of the genuineness of the organic integrity. What are the advantages of AGMARK certified organic product to a consumer? A consumer is assured of the organic integrity of the product certified under AGMARK since it has been grown and processed as per the standards prescribed in the National Program of Organic Production and certified as per the provisions in the Organic Agricultural Grading and Marking Rules by an agency which has a system to check the organic integrity of the product. Now, we study about ISO. This is International Organization for Standardization, an independent non-governmental membership organization and the world's largest developer of voluntary international standards. ISO is made up of over 163 member countries who are the national standards bodies around the world, with a central secretariat that is based in Geneva, Switzerland. International standards make things work. They give world-class specifications for products, services and systems to ensure quality, safety and efficiency. They are instrumental in facilitating international trade. What are the standards? ISO has prescribed more than 19,500 international standards covering almost every industry, from technology to food safety to agriculture and healthcare. ISO international standards impact everyone, everywhere. What are the benefits of ISO international standards? ISO international standards ensure that products and services are safe, reliable, and of good quality for business. They are strategic tools that reduce costs by minimizing wastage and errors and increasing productivity. They help companies to access new markets, level the playing field for developing countries, and facilitate free and fair global trade. Here we see the list of popular ISO standards. ISO 9000 Quality Management, ISO 14000 Environmental Management, ISO 3166 Country Codes, ISO 26000 Social Responsibility. ISO 50001 Energy Management, ISO 31000 Risk Management, ISO 22000 Food Safety Management, ISO 27001 Information Security Management, ISO 20121 Sustainable Events. What are the benefits of ISO 9000 2008 certification? ISO 9001 helps organization to produce desired outcome, ensures ongoing controls, enhance customer satisfaction by meeting customer requirement. Continual improvement is possible through ISO 9001. Process through PDCA, Plan, Do, Check, Act. QMS certification also helps to increase the profitability. ISO 9001 help organization for avoidance of risk. QMS is sustainable approach for any business. ISO 9001 help business, government and society. ISO 14001 2004 certification services. Benefit. Considering today's world concern of global warming and environmental aspect, each country have to its own commitment towards environmental issues. In such scenario, EMS certificate helps organization in much way. Some of these may be as follows. ISO 14001 helps organization to reduce waste handling cost, reduces environmental liability risk. It increases profitability by saving energy and better utilization of natural resources. It enhances branding of the organization. Continual improvement of environmental performances. Process through PDCA, Plan, Do, Check and Act. EMS certification also help to increase the profitability. EMS helps business to ensure better compliance of legal and regulatory requirement. Now we study the DUNS number, DUNS. This is a registered trademark. This was created in 1962. Data Universal Numbering System or DUNS number is D&B's copyright, proprietary means of identifying business entities on a location specified basis, assigned and maintained solely by D&B. This unique 9-digit identification number has been assigned to over 100 million businesses worldwide. A DUNS number remains with the company location to which it has been assigned, even if it closes or goes out of business. The DUNS number also unlocks a wealth of value-added data associated with that entity, including the business name, physical and mailing addresses, trade styles, that means doing business as, principal names, financial payment experiences, industry classifications, socio-economic status, government data and more. The DUNS number also links numbers of corporate family trees worldwide. The DUNS number is widely used by both commercial and federal entities and was adopted as the standard business identifier for the Federal Electronic Commerce in October 1994. Faster approval. Having a DUNS number allows the validation process to complete much faster. It bypasses the need to fax the documents and proof of business ownership, which can save days of hassle. This is a huge advantage for any e-commerce website obtaining their own certificate. Obtaining a DUNS number is easy and free. Just see the Duns and Bradstreet website and you can start the process. It is a great way to enhance your business and make it easy for other organizations to verify your business credentials. If you are already having a DUNS number, log into D&B interface and make sure that all the information on your company is up to date.